I'm James.
I'm also James.
And today, we're going to help you out with a problem. You've bought an Xbox One. Now what do you do? Well, fortunately, most things are cross-platform these days.
Yep.
So this is not going to be necessarily a list of exclusives on Xbox, because honestly, those are a joke.
Yeah.
Until this year, I guess, E3, they said exclusive.
They kind of wavered on it.
But a lot of it's going to be exclusive and then come out on PS4 later. So if you have the Xbox One, which is not an unfortunate thing to have, it's what we went with.
Yep.
And I'm okay with it.
It's our weapon of choice.
It is. But we're going to talk about some games that are out right now. You can get. You will not break the bank. That'll set you up and give you a great playing experience. Hopefully for everybody.
Yeah.
I think we cover everybody. You can either get all of these games, or you can say that's the kind of gameplay gamer I am. Gameplay gamer I am.
Are they going to say this in front of the mirror?
I hope so.
I am a gamer. I say that in front of the mirror every day.
Wake up every morning and go, "You good-looking devil, don't you ever die." First game on our list is Resident Evil 7. You've not played it?
No, I haven't.
But I believe as one of the finest examples of like graphics, storytelling, gameplay. It is so much. There's so much good to it. Not everybody's going to be into horror games. But as far as an adventure game goes, where it's not just about action, just about killing things, this is the game to get.
So you just lost me.
Oh, well, I mean, you'd still like it.
Okay.
You'd still like it.
There's plenty to kill.
There's plenty to do.
I like how she said that innocently. There's plenty to kill.
Well, it's first person now, which is a big stepping stone for the Resident Evil 7.
It's first person?
Yeah, it's first person now. But it makes sense because you're in really tight quarters most of the time. You're in hallways and little rooms inside a house in Louisiana where
like
maniacs
Marvel on Netflix.
Yes, it's a hall. There's always a hallway fight. Always a fight. Yeah.
Right.
Always a fight. I need to not drink those before we start.
I love these. Anyway,
but as far as terror goes, it's absolutely terrifying and difficult to play.
That's what I hear.
But it's rewarding nonetheless. The puzzles make sense now. It's like replace this fuse, find this videotape, watch it, and it'll tell you where the secret trap. It will tell you where the secret trap door is. It makes a lot more sense. It's not as goofy as past Resident Evils.
No Jill sandwiches?
No. It's definitely for the grown-up audience that the Xbox One and the new systems kind of supply games for.
So it grew up with us.
Definitely, it finally did. Okay. I mean, as you can look at Resident Evil 1, and it's just total silliness, but back then we thought it was so cool. Resident Evil Remake and 4 kind of set the tone to bring it into a more serious.
Just bringing it in.
Yeah, just bringing it in, whether likes it or not. But it brought it into more of like a serious tone, and this is just like watching a found footage horror movie.
Next, we're going to talk about Injustice 2 and Mortal Kombat X.
Essentially the same game.
Yeah, they're both the same game because it's both the same people.
Yeah, except one has X-ray ball explosions, testicle explosions.
Yeah. And I mean,
guess which one I like better.
He likes the balls. A couple of the balls.
I like anything gory. Like that's my favorite thing.
Well, if you're looking for gore, it's Mortal Kombat.
And it's got
complete and total.
And it's got Jason and Freddy,
but
Leatherface, and the Predator.
But here's the kicker to that. You have to buy those characters
unless you buy Mortal Kombat XL.
Exactly, which I have. I have the XL version.
I almost bought it today. I'm gonna probably go back and get it.
Now, as far as Injustice 2, right now you still have to buy the characters.
Yeah.
That are
until there's like an Injustice Game of the Year.
Until you see that edition come out, you have to buy it.
We actually played that, and we have a Let's Play of that. It's really good.
Did we do the Let's Play for Mortal Kombat X too?
No,
we didn't.
No, we never. It didn't work for some reason.
Okay.
Something broke.
We won't go back to that. Anyway.
Something stopped recording, or.
But anyway,
nonsense.
Mechanical error. Anyway,
its mechanical testicles got exploded.
Yeah.
It was Ferrator,
What?
Ferrator.
What's Ferrator? I don't know. I don't know Italian. I don't know Italian.
Parlez-vous français?
Well, I know best Italian. You know second best Italian, and you know third best Italian.
Boss, I don't know any Italian.
That's right. Like I said, you know third best. Anyway.
Anyway, when it comes down to like finishers or whatever, I have to say Injustice 2 is.
It has some pretty epic like super moves.
Yeah,
Like
it does.
what was it? Where Catwoman drags you behind the motorcycle, which just appears out of nowhere. She goes and gets. She's like, "Hold on, I'm gonna go get my motorcycle," and she gets on it, whips you, and drags you behind it, and then
And then drops it on.
and then drops and explodes the motorcycle on you. It's an expensive
That's an expensive
habit. Like that's an expensive. I exclusively kill people by dropping motorcycles on them.
But essentially, they're pretty much the same game.
Yeah, except
It's
like
pretty much the same.
if the motorcycle exploded on like Mortal Kombat, then like Liu Kang or whoever's in that game now, whoever
He's there.
Yeah, Liu Kang with his whole body would be like you'd see the tire like hit his face until it was a skeleton.
That's where the difference
and an eyeball
lie.
would come out.
The gore is the difference.
Next game on our list is Final Fantasy 15. It has dropped in price just a little bit, but it has DLC coming out all the time for it. It seems like every time I turn on my Xbox, they talk about new Final Fantasy 15 DLC, DSL.
Nobody has that.
Nobody has that anymore. Hey, cable, PCI. Anyway, so Final Fantasy 15 is kind of amazing. Today we're filming on September 7th. There goes my phone. Awesome. Today we're filming on September 7th, which is the 20th anniversary of Final Fantasy 7. And arguably the game that changed RPGs, brought them kicking and screaming into the 32-bit world and beyond. And I don't think we've ever seen any kind of renaissance in those games until now.
No, we haven't.
For as far as Japanese RPGs go. And until now in 15. 15 says, okay, there's some things that we put in our games that we need to get rid of. People are complaining also about the linear nature of 13, which I didn't really mind. Because I just want to know where I'm going and get a story done. Anyway, so 15 on the other hand, still lets you know where you're going. But you're going to drive in a car for a while. You get out and take pictures with your friends. You go camping, and then you fight monsters. You really get to live in a Final Fantasy world for the first time.
Do you go fishing?
You can go fishing. You can rent chocobos. So you go like rent chocobos and take them to like go like hunt giant monsters and stuff like that. And then you have 3 other people fighting with you that help you, and you can like pause the game for a second, issue a command to that person, and then maybe they like whip out dual pistols and like do a special
That's all
move.
they whip out?
Yeah, that's all they whip out.
How many hours have you put into it?
I've put 20. Barely scratched the surface because I'm just like walking around fishing and renting chocobos and hunting monsters. Like I avoid all of the like story missions that will progress the story forever. I played for like 20 hours.
I did that before on another game that we were going to talk about.
Because there's like a part in the game where like everything changes and it becomes more dire and and kind of forces you to move on to other things. I put off doing that forever. Next on our list is our first-person shooter of choice. I believe for a first-person shooter, it has to have good multiplayer and a good single player.
Yep.
The first game in this series did not have even a single player.
No.
Titanfall.
It just had a recycling thing that just kept throwing you back into attrition.
I felt like I was in that Tom Cruise movie, Never Die Twice Again.
I don't know. All I know
they changed the title, so
it was Live Die Repeat something.
No, Live Die Repeat was the tagline.
I know. That's all I remember.
The movie was called something.
I know.
And no, but when they put it on DVD, they changed the title to Live Die Repeat. They thought the tagline's better than the title.
It. I liked the movie. I thought it was pretty.
Okay,
cool,
but you didn't want to play it in Titanfall.
No, I didn't.
No. So anyway, they came back kind of with a vengeance on Titanfall.
Yeah,
you can still find people playing.
Yep.
Still find people all the time. They update for free DLC.
Yep.
I said it right that time.
Yeah, they did. All right. Look at this guy.
Nah, don't. Don't look directly at it. I am this pale. So it's not just because I'm standing next to you. It's like, no, I'm really this pale, guys.
Dolby Digital Visual.
They use me to.
5.1.
We use my arm to white balance the camera. No, Titanfall 2, I can speak for the multiplayer. And the multiplayer is fantastic. It is so fast paced. It kind of like lives up to the promises like of wall running and double jumping that a game like Call of Duty, implemented, but I think they implemented kind of poorly. I mean, because you can bunny hop across the map if you're good enough in Titanfall 2. You just get some momentum going, because they made it where the more wall running you do, the more sliding you do, the more momentum you get. So you can kind of chain that together, and you can just kind of like almost do like a I don't know, like a sliding drive-by, basically. That's what I call them.
One time I saw Ashley like run along the wall, then hop off the wall, land on the ground, jump back up, go on the roof, and then jump kick a guy, and then keep moving.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
this game's underrated.
You can chain your movements together and still melee in between.
And I might add that if you don't want to buy the game, get EA Access. That's a very good thing that Xbox has that PlayStation does not.
Basically, it's like getting Hulu and Netflix for your Xbox.
Right, and it's not a streaming service, though, like the PlayStation Now, I think, or View?
Now or yesterday.
I don't know. There's a View Now and Plus, and I can't keep them straight. Anyway, PlayStation 4 has... It's a little to the left. PlayStation Plus...
Pick a side,
Just say, it's how you angle your hips. You know.
Still hips. You gotta go siphon filter action,
Anyway, moving on. Ash's telling us to keep going. She wants more of this kind of humor. No.
Yes.
But what game were we talking about? Oh,
Titanfall 2.
Anyway, Titanfall 2. But yeah. So you can get $5. That's that's cheaper than renting it. Anyway, single player. You played it twice.
Yeah, it's one of the best single players I've played in a long time.
The only single player game I've ever played twice.
I mean, dude, you bond with your Titan, man.
Yeah.
You bond. I mean, that's the only spoiler I'm giving you. You bond with that Titan. As far as like having a buddy that you bond with, though, that's a machine. You don't get a lot of that stuff with the other games where you're bonding with something, and then you feel
maybe like the horse in Shadow of Colossus.
Yeah,
or
you kind of get that feel,
The next game on our list,
GTA 5.
Yeah, it's the Swiss Army knife of games. If you like racing, if you like shooting, if you like dicks, there's dicks in it.
There's
right?
dicks.
Yeah, if you like nudity in general.
Yep.
But no, it really just gives you plenty to do, offline and online. It's got a great story. You're more into the story. I've played more of the online.
I've seen guys doing it on the roof during a mission.
Well, that was the end of the game, right?
I thought so, but I was blind. But, there you go.
Were they generous at least?
There was one guy that was pitching, the other guy was catching.
Well, that's one way you can do it.
Yeah, unless they circle.
Did you like interrupt it?
Huh? No, I was scanning for another person.
Okay.
I was like, look what those guys are doing. It's pretty cool because like I bought the cab company, I bought the strip club, and then now like. Even if you don't have money, like you're not just making money from heists, you're actually getting an income every 2 weeks on the game.
Oh, like the property stuff in like Vice City, I think.
Yeah, you're just making money off of it. So
no, that game is seriously
a lot of pitching and catching.
Like, I mean, I'm sure you heard of it since it's been like on the top 10 for like since it came out. So anyway, GTA 5 in review here. That's probably what most people would buy the system for anyway. Have some hard drive space set aside, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
It's big. It's really big. So in review, GTA 5, Titanfall 2, Injustice 2 / Mortal Kombat XL. But they're all sequels. Resident Evil 7. Those are the game. Final Fantasy 15, I think I said that.
Yeah. Follow the sequels.
I guess. I mean, you really got no choice. Everything's a sequel. Everything's a property.
Everybody's doing. They're following the sequel.
I would say that it's like the game industry is the problem, but people keep buying them. They're like, oh, well, I enjoyed the first one. Here's the second one. And so,
but that's not the second one. It's the fifth one.
Or the fifth or seventh. Well, Titanfall 2.
Well, yeah, it's 2.
Resident Evil or Grand Theft Auto V. 5. Good night.